This video will be especially useful and interesting for those men who find it hard to understand women. Many think that female logic doesn't exist, but it does, and predicting women is much easier than it seems. Today, I want to share with you the observations I've made during my practical work. As you know, I've consulted both men and women. A woman's soul is like a pharaoh's tomb to a man. It's very intriguing, but full of traps and inscriptions in a foreign language. A man doesn't understand the nature of women's emotions, what she feels, how she reasons, and why she suddenly pulls away. That's why it seems like a woman can suddenly fall out of love and say, seemingly out of nowhere, "John, we need to break up." From this come the feelings and the different rules for how they work. To predict a woman no worse than an ancient oracle, you need to understand the principles by which her emotions arise and disappear. Let's start with the obvious, though men often stumble over it. A woman is incapable of loving from a position of strength. Simple observation. As long as you're proud, independent, and confident, she loves you, adores you. You have lots of long-term plans. But suddenly there's a collapse. You have a crisis in your career, or something happens with your health. You're down, weakened. At first, the girl offers some help, but after a couple of months, you realize she's pulling away. The closeness you had is gone, and soon the girl completely cools off and leaves. You know what's most interesting? Sometimes, especially if the woman is arrogant, she might help you just enough to think to herself, "Wow, what a good person I am." She helps exactly to the point where she can consider herself a good and decent woman. Then she thinks, "No, if I'm so good, why am I with him? I deserve better." You get it, right? How terrible things can happen under the mask of virtue. For a man, this situation is a spit in the soul. It's betrayal in the toughest moment of life, which was supposed to be the test of your relationship's strength. But for a woman, it works differently. She doesn't see herself as a betrayer in these circumstances. She doesn't connect your crisis with her desire to leave at all. A woman doesn't analyze the circumstances of your breakup, at least for one reason. It's simply not beneficial. If she admits her actions, she'll have to do something about it, act against her own emotions. To avoid suffering, she just makes a deal with herself. She invents that it's not about the crisis, not about your lost dominance, but that you became inattentive, snapped at her a couple of times, and aren't developing yourself. The girl grabs the first convenient excuse, like if she was in a hurry to buy milk at the store and started sweeping everything off the shelf without checking expiration dates. In general, if you think about it, I've seen many such stories. We're left with only two relationship scenarios. Scenario 1, temporary relationships that end at the first serious crisis on your side. This happens with 97% of women. Solution: just be prepared for it. Don't look for a strategic ally in her. Don't expect her to rush to your rescue in tough times and stay till the end. A man shouldn't count on her. Then things can even be good for a while. Scenario 2. Choose those rare 3% of women capable of completely unprofitable sacrifice in some ways. Spotting such a woman without extensive practice is impossible, obviously. It's like choosing equipment. The description has nice numbers, warranty, service life. But even famous brands fail and break. To pick a truly reliable option, you need serious life experience and to really know the subject. Moving on. The second factor important for understanding women is their tendency to dramatize. You've noticed how a girl can tear up watching Titanic. You might find it amusing or somewhat pointless. But for many women, drama is like air. So, in life, it often happens that everything seems fine, then a small issue turns into a catastrophe. Something in your behavior hurt her, and she's already deeply offended. That's love for drama. A man needs to understand this tendency and not rush every time to calm his beloved at all costs. It's not just pointless, it's harmful. She genuinely wants to experience those feelings. If you react to every performance or feel guilty, you'll show you're vulnerable to it. As soon as she sees that vulnerability in you, interest in the relationship fades. And the point is, a man who runs to soothe her at every whimper isn't actually giving her what she wants. She wants dramatization, but you're not letting her have it because you immediately come running. That's the essence. Of course, there are cases where dramatization is so extreme, it leads to constant breakups. Like you've had at least one time when things seemed good, feelings were there. But suddenly, she creates circumstances forcing you to take a firm stand that could even end the relationship. That's what I'm talking about. It can happen every month or every 3 months. But for most stories, this tendency isn't obvious and shows up at the worst moment. You think you've been together 3 years without it, but really it's explained by your strong position in love mode. Then suddenly she throws a scandal or hysteria over some issue, and off it goes. You run after her. At the same time, love from a position of strength is possible for a man. Dramatization, however, is unacceptable. If a man falls into a drama scenario, unrequited love, suffering over exes, missed opportunities, or worse, mutual dramatization, you break up 2, 5, 10 times. You'll think it's a great love story against all odds. Reasons, circumstances, friends pulling you apart. You'll invent excuses. But you get back together despite everything, like Mexican soap opera heroes. But there's no beauty in it. It's absolute crap, leaving you with serious damage to your psyche, health, and ability to build normal relationships later. It's important to understand men get hooked on these scenarios. So many men came to me realizing they shouldn't do it, but unable to stop. Or the story ended, but they complain they can't feel anything for others anymore. They're emotionally empty. Nothing excites them. These are classic consequences. They don't pass without trace. They warp a man's preferences, making healthy scenarios impossible. Understand women dramatize because emotions usually dominate their reason. Men can be drama-prone too. Sometimes it's harmless, like watching movies or gaming. But in relationships, it's unacceptable. There must be one center for final decisions in a couple. Classic decision-making scenario? Compromise. Seems so. Often men overestimate women's consciousness and rationality. He seeks consensus, sometimes does what she thinks is better. Woman starts dictating how to live, where to work, how to spend money, when to start a family. It's time for marriage, move cities or not. A year or 2 pass, she says, "No, this doesn't suit me. Everything's bad. Let's change it." I changed my mind. Man is outraged, surprised. We agreed. I did what we decided, what you said. But woman feels no need to stick to what she said a year ago. She says, "Hey, that was then. Now everything's different." Get it? And gives arguments for new terms. Man chooses again. Give in or end it. If continue, more compromises, sudden changes, then new partner for her. Seriously. Only someone emotionally independent from the decision can make final calls. So a man who knows women makes all decisions himself. He learned one truth from practice. Woman wants to depend on her partner. Chase him. For her, the main aspect of relationships is emotional. So she makes choices based on feelings. Today one, tomorrow another. Worst part, when she leads, she feels fewer emotions. Attachment weakens. Eventually, the relationship becomes completely uninteresting to her. It devalues itself. It's hard to shake the feeling that concessions improve things. Men lack strategic analysis. He sees today he compromised. She smiled, hugged, happy. Done. He doesn't look ahead. connect events, doesn't recall when she leaves what decisions were made a year ago, that those are the consequences. He gets instant positive reinforcement and falls for it like a puppet. We fear admitting a simple fact. The one who invests more in the relationship partner always cares more. We attach to those we care for. So the only viable scenario, woman proves her worth at every stage, shows reliability, consistency, intent to build. Many women don't want or hide not wanting these responsibilities, but men don't notice. Then ask, Andrew, how to make her want to live together? How do you imagine that, buddy? It's like going fishing. Bait the spot 2 hours, set gear, then dive in to hook fish by hand. Why the gear if you're using hands? Decide, hands or rod. Either man says, from today we live together, pack and come. Then she proves seriousness. Or woman subtly creates the situation, not manipulating. You're not serious about me. No. Through actions, comes, cooks delicious meal, cleans house, shows, with me your life is better than without. And this, repeat, must happen at every stage. Sadly, we see the opposite. Man on one knee with ring, asks, will you marry me? Waits obediently. That's what we see. Main thing, fireworks, expensive, so princess remembers. And this guy plans to lead the relationship, be family head, after bending to society and her whims, at one of life's most important decisions. Why do we think it's normal? Man recalls parents, grandparents had something similar, but key nuance, ancestors were different generation. When this worship woman template was imposed, they could live with it. Real gender divide, woman depended on family. It was a game. Man knew his value, ritual not taken seriously. People's decency reserve enough to stay together. That generation didn't let this toxic approach fully penetrate life. That's why Marriage Family Institute is destroyed now. Person saying, parents same, all good, like guy fishing lake with no fish. You say, buddy, no fish here. He, how? Grandpa caught 30-kilogram bream 60 years ago. Learned all secrets, bait, weather. Doing same now. It works. Men don't get conditions changed. Society changed. People changed. As you know, most men rejoice at wedding. Biggest party, borrow money, spend max. Main, be happy that day. And men do rejoice. Why? More joy at event. Less he felt woman truly his. Loyal. Less confident in her as partner. Reliability, decency, staying. More joy from self-deception. Now together. Closer than ever, she confirmed seriousness. Now she definitely loves me. All good. That's reality. My observations. Strongest relationships, not debating marry or not when they do. Casual. Life together great. Man. Listen, time to marry, register? She. Yeah, maybe. Those much better. Bigger wedding, more joy. Believe me, more tears later. Always works. Great test for woman. How much importance to these worship rituals? If super important, believe me, she needs only emotions from you. Soon, you won't give enough. Someone else will more. That's it. Some say my channel principles, requirements for women, relationships, behavior, too strict. Where does that feeling come from? Why men romanticize, dramatize, easily go crazy? People in comments, consultations tell insane things. Abandoned principles, risked health, well-being, trampled themselves in mud. All madness seen as norm. Why now healthy guidelines I give? Logical, seem extreme. Know why? Usually one explanation. Strictness with woman, not from harshness, dark cruelty. From strictness with self. Where man can't be strict with himself, can't with woman. If man allows looking, flings on side in relationships to marriage, he's defenseless when woman says, enough. or leaves for another. Can't be strict. Can't stand on principle. Violated moral code. Not strict enough with self. That's it. Loses right to disappointment. So usually catching messages, interest in another. Man reacts emotionally, even hysterically. May yell, "Never with her again." But words stay words. Another example? Man chose woman by, fell in love, felt. Can't truly disappoint. Why? Lives like her. To gain mental strength for strictness with woman, necessary. Be strict with self. Intolerant of own vices, weaknesses. Hard, little pleasure. But do it. Relationships change. Choice changes. Especially adding practice from second/third webinars. Buy via description number. Generally, mature versus infantile relationships. Problematic versus quality. Infantile. No one owes anyone. Mature. Deciding together. Evaluate what each can sacrifice for good family future. Good woman distinguished by this. Man feeling leader knows what he sacrifices. Ego. Weaknesses. Mainly pseudo-love, chasing. Consciously limiting for constructive. There, man gains strength. Seeks same woman ready for sacrifices, limits. When suggested, seek compromises. Avoid rigid frames. Relationships around pleasure. Finite. Base. Emotional fling. Initially vague, no limits. Turns vague family life. One partner wreaks havoc. Other, Stockholm Syndrome, tries save something, nothing to save. No one cares anymore. Doomed pairs. But big benefit. Pain in breakup. Chance change. Chained to momentary comfort. Easy pleasure. Only sad future. Pleasure ends inevitably. Hope you understand why in pseudo-compromise relationships woman almost always leaves. Compromise can't be 50-50 always. One yields more, sacrificing interests. Who yields more? Option 1. More dependent one. Suppose man tries. Woman gives more worry reasons. No one hits on you at work, her yes. No approaches on street you, her yes. Social media, obvious. You silently tolerate, avoid chaos in relationship. Next, woman more convincing in debates, justifying position, observation, or situation. You can't just sit, cry, you hurt me, tired of everything. She can, you go soothe, reconcile during dramatization. Woman in winning position overall. Moreover, one playing compromises honestly loses. That's vicious system. No sincerity. All fake. Not saying men always honest? No. But man more consistent. Usually. Mostly. Woman can, as discussed, live differently. Half year, null previous agreements. Wins who better pretends victim. Woman pretends. Effective. Man soothes. Man pretends. Not man. Interest drops. Get it? Scheme. You lose anyway. Today read comment from Guy. Andrew, why tell scary stories, problem women? Tell about normal relationships, no significance, balance, manipulations. In way, envy his positive worldview. Until faces reality, final decisions. Lucky. Such watch channel like emergency news. Report next street. Lightning strike. Sees but far, never hit him. Doesn't want accept, happens to people he knows directly for indirectly. Wants different reality, easy safe. Thinking significance balance unnecessary, deny exchange rules. People meet, touch, or date just because. No obligations. But must disappoint, including manipulation. Any human communication manipulation. Even asking like now, influence. You write, great video, more like this. Positive reinforcement, influence. Help friend, he gifts, thanks sincerely. Influence, positive. Good friendship, honest exchange, mutual influence rules. Good woman relationship, healthy exchange. That significance balance. Back to commenter. What's in his head? Interesting. Pseudo-positive fantasy. Man, woman just love each other. All good. Question. If simple, why most who vowed, married unhappy? Divorce? Break up? If not simple, how get? Positive, great. But not when wrapping free-ride desire in pseudo-spirituality like poop and wrapper. Such doesn't want test relationships practice. Believes positive like cargo cult. Wants fairy tale. Truth hinders. Ignores negative experience. Accept truth. Unwrap. Smell. Means change worldview. Hurts more than love suffering. Repeat. Changing relationship view harder than suffering. Easier suffer. True easier. Majority, even after content. Reject. Live same. Last today. Almost everyone tasted romanticized relationships ending painfully. So everyone breaks sometime. Desire recall past episodes, shock feelings. Nothing compares. Different state. Waiting next meeting. Reminder of seeing hugely joyful. Daily hassle. Traffic. Minor versus emotional charge she gave. Planning life. Travel together. Anticipation vivid. Why? She's there. With her stress resistance up, less vulnerable worries. Can talk long, you get it. But simple rule. More woman boosts you emotionally. Harder fall. If she boosts, emotional high. Unhealthy, ends bad. Never works. No illusions. Fantasies mutual passion forever. Ends believe. Romanticize relationships. Only one partner, never both. If she first, you start some reason. She stops. Woman doesn't need man romanticizing relationship. Always one. Choose. If she leaves.